So we're going to go ACT skill 48, and we are working with complex numbers. As a reminder, -1 squared is equal to I squared is equal to -1. So what is this amount? So yes, you could FOIL that out and get an answer, but even quicker, grab your calculator, and we're going to use the calculator. A reminder that the I button is right here, and you need to use the blue second key to get to that I. So I'm going to plug in exactly what I see. Parentheses, second, and the period button, subtract 2, and parentheses. Second period, subtract 3, and parentheses, and press enter. Correct answer is F. Flip to the back side. You went over this when I was gone on maternity leave, so it's definitely been a while. What is the product of this? So could you do this by hand? Sure you could. But product means to multiply, so grab the calculator again. We could definitely do this. 2i in parentheses times 3i plus 2. Press enter. Did I do something wrong? Oh, thank you. -2i. And then, goodness sakes. And then we have 3i plus 2. So 6 subtract 4i is C. Okay, so what is the square of this? That means I need to take this thing and simply square it. Okay, you have not been assigned this for homework is what you're telling me, correct? So while I get ready to do this, please do it on your own. Three subtract 4i is what I have for an answer. Can you raise your hand if you're able to get that same answer? Okay, now number 4. Again, we're going to use the calculator to make our lives easy. So it says I to the 4th. So do I, and now we're going to caret key 4. I to the 4th is equivalent to 1. Going on to number 4, this is becoming a little more difficult. Number 4 is a little more difficult. I want to multiply these two things. This is what I want you to watch. Look at this real quick. I'm going to give you a different example. Please look. If I said 3x over 4 times 4 over 7. If I was multiplying this, what could I do with the 4's? Cancel them out. Do you guys agree? Same concept up here. Do you see how this is the exact same thing as this? Cancel them out. Now we have 1 over 1 plus I. So one of the math rules you've learned is that you can never have 0 in the denominator. Another math rule that you should have learned when I was gone on maternity leave is you can't have a final answer that has an I in the denominator. So we're going to multiply this times the conjugate. The conjugate means take this amount here. We're going to rewrite it 1 and I, 1 and I. But whatever the symbol is in between, you're going to change it. So it was positive, now make it negative. Please write that down. I'm going to do 2 operations. The first time, I'm going to take 1 times this amount. Well, I'm still going to show you how to do it on the calculator, because what if this wasn't a 1? So we're going to put 1, and obviously I trust that you know 1 times any quantity is that quantity, but 1 times 1 subtract I. Press enter, and we have 1 subtract I. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for the bottom. We're going to multiply the 2 quantities on the bottom. 1 plus I and 1 subtract I. So this should be your final answer. Look off to the left, and the correct answer is K. Going on to the next one. So let's see here. Let's do this right now. This part, let's write it like this, please. Guess what this breaks into? 1 minus I squared would be 1 plus I and 1 minus I. So the 1 minus I in bottom cancels with the 1 minus I in top. And the 1 plus I in the bottom cancels with the 1 plus I in top. And your only answer is 5i. Now, why did you not have to do all this extra work? Because after you canceled, you had no i's on the bottom. In fact, everything canceled, and you just had 5i left over.